Hey, welcome to Squarebody Stuff. I'm Chad. This channel, we mess around with mainly just square bodies. Hence the name, Squarebody Stuff. If you haven't been following along, this is my truck, Squeaky, a little 305 4-speed, the Granny Low 4-speed, and 250 shot of nitrous. Pull the hood up. The last time at the drag strip, actually the last two times, you've been kind of cutting out on the top end. I'm thinking the old HEI distributor with a coil in it that's of unknown brand or origin or lifespan, I don't know. I believe that coil's starting to cut out on me. When I first put the distributor in there, everything was working okay. It would rev clear past 6,500 RPM. It's steadily just kind of dropping off where it's struggling to get over 6,000 RPM. So I believe that coil's not keeping up. I think it's starting to go bad. I really need another ignition system to put in this truck, and I kept thinking to myself, where am I going to come up with that? Then I remembered my rock crawler out behind the shop, old Big Nasty. He's got a Mallory Unilight set up in him with the High Fire 6AL ignition box, a good coil. We'll check that out. Poor old Big Nasty just sits out here behind the shop. Got two flat tires. At least they're only flat on the bottom. I think they'll still take some air. No battery. Been sitting here since last fall, I think. So my plans is to get this thing running, make sure it runs and everything like that before I worry about pulling the distributor out, because if for some reason this distributor doesn't work, then I don't want to waste my time pulling everything out of Squeaky, stabbing this distributor in, and to find out that it don't work. So we're going to try to get this thing running and maybe take a little ride in the woods, go play around a little bit. I don't have a whole bunch of land, but I did have a little bit of a trail back there and some stuff to kind of crawl around on. So maybe we'll get it, if we get it running, maybe we can go play a little bit and then get this distributor in Squeaky. The main problem I've got right now is it's got the Mallory Comp 9000 Unilight distributor, got the good coil, and I've got the ignition box, the High Fire 6AL, which is rev limited coil or rev limited control box. But the problem we've got with the control box is when we went to move this truck or this Blazer over to this new property a couple years ago, my youngest son, he hooked the battery up for me. I didn't double check anything. When I turned the key on, a lot of smoke came out of the electrical system. He'd hooked the battery up backwards, and I don't know what happened with the control box, but I didn't have any ignition fire, so I rewired the distributor where it's just straight to the coil, and it runs okay that way, but it just doesn't have the ignition box for the rev limiter or anything like that. So hopefully it may be just a fuse. I'm not sure if there's a fuse or anything in that control box, but I may take it apart, look around in there, see if there's anything obvious that I could fix. Hopefully I don't have to buy another control box, but at least I'll have a good distributor and a good setup for Squeaky. I've got a spare distributor to put in this. That way I don't have to pull the one out of Squeaky just to get this one running and movable. But we'll get this thing kind of cleaned up, get the leaves and stuff off the engine, and put a battery in it, see if we can get it started. I don't even know if it's got any fuel in it. I don't know if the fuel pump still works. It's got an electronic fuel pump, just one of them little click-clack ones from O'Reilly's. zipped out because it's just got short pipes coming straight out of the manifold. I don't see fuel leaks or anything bad going on, so I'll probably get the air hose out here and blow all these leaks stuff off the motor so we don't have a fire. Get the tires aired up and maybe take it for a little spin. I've been keeping him running long enough. I'm going to pull him around in the shop, give him another, a little better once over, make sure we're not going to catch anything on fire, then we'll go play with him a little bit. I'm going to check the fluids over real quick, double check everything. Add another throttle return spring because this throttle is kind of a little bit sticky and doesn't have a real stiff spring on it, so just in case, I don't want it to get hung wide open. That wouldn't be good. But it pulled itself in here, started right up pretty much. I'm pretty happy. I mean, that was just the main goal, was to make sure that that distributor still worked and still fired up. Maybe take it for a test drive, play around a little bit, and then pull that control box out and check it over, see if we can figure out anything that's wrong with it, or if maybe we fix it. I don't know. I don't know where this video is going. We're just having fun doing Squarebody stuff. Alright, I know it's going to be hard to hear me because he's kind of loud. We'll take him down here, play around a little bit. try to make our own trail somehow. Hill climb and head to the shop. Well, he made it back to the shop. We had a little fun. I'm gonna let him cool down a little bit. We almost lost our battery. I didn't get the strap down tight enough. That would have been fun. The transmission's a little weak. It's slipping a little bit. May need a little fluid. I just didn't have any transmission fluid laying around to top it off. And the last several times I've used him, the transmission's starting to get a little weak. I'll address that situation one of these days. The first thing I'm probably going to do is actually pull that control box out and see if there's anything I could do with it. And then, you know, if there's anything obvious I can maybe fix on it, I'll stick it back in this thing since we know everything's running right on this truck. And then we'll see if it'll run. Okay, so I took this ignition box apart, and yeah, it's this little piece here, whatever it is. Apparently all the smoke's out of it and it's fell off. It goes right there. I called Mallory to see if they could repair it, and unfortunately it's an older unit that was back before the buyout. I think Holly bought them out, so they don't have any way to repair these anymore. Maybe somebody else has a way to repair it, but that may not be the only thing wrong with it. There may be something else wrong with it. So instead of going through a mess, I'm going to probably look at a different ignition box, maybe upgrade one with like a two-step in it. That might help me on when I'm staging at the line. I hope you enjoyed this video. Had a little bit of fun with Big Nasty out in the woods. I'm way out of shape trying to run up and down them hills to set the cameras up and stuff. I slipped and fell, and probably gonna be sore in the morning because I ain't a spring chicken anymore, is what my wife tells me. So hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the subscribe button, go and give us a thumbs up. Go down to the description box below, check out our Teespring store link, you know, look at some merchandise, and then also email, Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff's down there in the description box. Leave me a comment, let me know what you think. Until next time, y'all keep your square bodies rolling, and we'll catch you later.